Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody can hear my voice and see the presentation on the screen. Okay. So, guys, I was not well for the past week or so, and hence was out of action for some time. Could not be taking your classes, but hopefully, I'm now on the path of recovery and should be in a position to take your classes now. Right? I'm still recovering. It will take some time, but I hope I have enough energy to take the classes in the evenings. Right? So thanks for all the wishes and everything. I think without further ado, we will quickly start our session for the day. So last when we left off, we took a look at puzzles, right? We took a look at different types of puzzles. We also did a lot of examples. We saw puzzles based on grids. We saw puzzles based on seating arrangements. We saw puzzles based on conditions and so on and so forth. So today we are going to do yet another practice session. And the reason why I keep repeating these sessions, although the examples are always different, is that because puzzles are a major portion of any examination, right? Puzzles are a major portion of any examination, and it's almost a guarantee that if there is an analytical reasoning section, then there will be questions on puzzles. And that is why it is very important that we practice this max. After puzzles, if you have seen the timetable, then next reasoning session onwards, we'll be doing something called syllogisms. Now that again is a very important topic, and hence we'll be having multiple sessions of that as well. In fact, I'll be trying to have practice sessions of all the topics, but these topics I do regular practice even in the regular classes so that we are ready for them. So today what we are going to do is we are going to take a look at puzzles, especially the seating arrangements, right? If you remember, there are two types of seating arrangements which are possible. I'll quickly revise the basics. The first, the easy one, is known as the linear seating arrangement. Linear means straight line. So when nothing is mentioned, we take normally this as the left side, this as the right side, and everybody is facing the same direction that you are facing. So when you are facing upwards, the left is left, the right is right, right? And remember the one important thing that I had always discussed. Whenever there is a clue which says that between, for example, if it says A is between B and C, then A can be between B and C like this. But you also have to remember that A can be between B and C like this. So unless it is mentioned which is left and which is right, you have to be very careful that there are two possible arrangements and you have to take into account both of them, right? And similarly, we had seen the rules for circular arrangement, right? When people are sitting in a circle, irrespective of how many people are there, we will always place them at equal distance. So if it is, let's say, 5 people, then they'll be roughly seated like this. If it is 6 people, it will be roughly seated like this, and so on and so forth. We had also seen that normally in a circle, everybody is sitting facing the center of the circle. So to avoid any mistake, I had taught that we will always place the first person at the bottom of the circle, right? So the first person we will place at the bottom, and we will mark the left direction as left. And then we will follow this arrow so that whenever we have to mark the left hand side of any person, there is no confusion. Because for a person sitting at the bottom, left and right is simple. But the confusion starts when the person at the top is taken into consideration. यहाँ पे left right का लोचा मारोगे. Why? Because you may forget that this person is sitting in the reverse direction. So इसके लिए ये side left है and ये side right है, right? So to avoid all that confusion, we will always place the first person at the bottom, and we will draw a clockwise arrow marking it as left, so that we always know which direction is left and which direction is right. So that was a quick revision of both linear and circular based seating arrangements. Let's take the first example. Let's see who gets this one quickly. So here 4 friends are seated in a row facing north, right? U and X to extreme directions, V between U and W, V second to the left of X. So from left to right on the screen, how are they seated? I want you to give me the arrangement of these 4 friends from left to right as they will be placed on the screen. Okay, Hit, very good, got it. What about the others, guys? It's hardly a 10-15 second problem. Just 4 people sitting in the normal direction, so there's absolutely no confusion, right? Okay, Raghav also got it, very good. What about the other guys? Okay, Meher, very good. Dhani, very good. Dhanil, very good. Okay. मन एक बार चेक कर लो यार, स्क्रीन पे लेफ्ट टू राइट लोचा मार रहे हो. Others, yes. So guys, 4 friends, right? पहला क्लू क्या बोलता है कि U and X are seated at extreme ends. तो U and X can either be like this or U and X can be like this. Remember, हमको ये नहीं पता है अभी as of now कि लेफ्ट में कौन है, राइट में कौन है. So we will take both these possibilities. Then it says V is sitting between U and W. So V is sitting between U and W. V is sitting between U and W, right? अभी भी दोनों possibilities हैं. Now it says V is sitting second to the left of X. अगर ये X लेते हैं तो इसके लेफ्ट में तो कोई हो ही नहीं सकता बिकॉज ये एक्सट्रीम एंड है. सो दैट हेल्प्स मी एलिमिनेट नीचे वाला. ऊपर वाले में कंफर्मेशन कर लो. ये अगर X है देन दिस इज फर्स्ट टू द लेफ्ट ऑफ X and this is second to the left of X. So automatically V is seated second to the left of X, right? So ये अपना आ गया. So the exact arrangement obviously is U, V, W, X. No confusions here. I think everybody should have got it. One of the simplest puzzles so far. Chalo, next one. Try this one. यस वर्णिका, वेरी गुड. साक्षी चेक कर लो बेचा एक बार. साक्षी फिर से चेक करो एक बार. जिया, राघव, करेक्ट. चलो. So it's given A, P, R, X, S and Z. 6 people sitting in a row. It says that S and Z are in the center. अब देखो, अगर odd number of people होते तो center बड़ा आसान होता है. But even number of people के अंदर there are 2 possible centers, right? So if S and Z are in the center, then S and Z could be like this, or we could have S and Z like this. You have to take into consideration that we do not know S and Z आपस में कैसे seated हैं. ठीक है? It says A and P are at the ends. Again, A and P could be at the end like this, or A and P could be at the ends like this, right? Now it says R is sitting to the left of A. अब ये अगर A है तो इसके left में तो कोई आ ही नहीं सकता. So this arrangement of AP is cancelled. So R is sitting to the left of A. So the only person who is left in this particular arrangement is X. So guys, there are two possible situations. Either we have Px, Sz and Ra, or we have Px, Zs and Ra. बीच के दोनों कौन से हैं वो हमें नहीं पता. But it really does not matter because the question simply asks who is to the right of P. तो कोई भी सिचुएशन हो P के इमीडिएट राइट में तो X ही आता है, राइट? So the person to the right of P in any situation is always X. So even with two possible diagrams, we have a single answer to this particular question. I hope everybody got this one. The important thing is that you have to learn इस क्वेश्चन में चलो X, बट अगर इमीडिएट लेफ्ट ऑफ R या ऐसा कुछ पूछते तो दो पॉसिबल आंसर्स हैं. सो इन दिस क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट इट इज पॉसिबल टू हैव two distinct sequences which will give you the seating arrangement of the 6 people in the row. Did everybody get this one? Very good. Chalo. Try this one. हेत चेक करो. साक्षी इज करेक्ट. Aksa, check it. Mana, check it. Hetaj, yes. Now getting it. Chalo. See, there are 5 students sitting on a bench, right? It says T and Q are sitting together. So either T and Q can be sitting together like this, or T and Q can be sitting together like this. Two possibilities. Then T and R are also sitting together. So T and R sitting together could be like this, or T and R sitting together could be like this. Now it says P is on the extreme left. So wherever it is, P is on the extreme left, right? And P is on the extreme left in both the conditions. Q is second from extreme right. Now, if this is my extreme, if this is the situation, right, then Q is first from the right, second from the right, third from the right. Q is already third from the right here, which is not possible, right? So this arrangement goes for a toss. So if Q is second from the extreme right, there's just one other person here, which means S has to be placed. So the arrangement of P, R, T, Q, S, it takes care of all my given conditions. But the question is, who is sitting between P and Q? So between P and Q, actually there are two people who are sitting. Both R and T are sitting between P and Q. Yes, there are two people who are sitting between P and Q. Both R and T are sitting between P and Q. Did we get this one? Right? So S is actually the one who is not sitting between P and Q. It's the other remaining ones, R and T, who are sitting between P and Q. Okay. I think this one we may have done before. If yes, you should get it quickly. I think I took this example when I was doing seating arrangements for the first time. You should get it very quickly, this one. Yes, most of you are getting it right. Very good, very good, very good. Chalo. So one of the two persons at an extreme end, total there are five people. It says one of the two persons at the extreme end is a professor and the other is a businessman. So professor, businessman, both the ends. Advocate is to the right of a student. So wherever the student is, advocate is to his right. Author is left of businessman. If this is businessman, it cannot be left. So author is to the left of the businessman, which means the student and the advocate automatically get accommodated here. So now the question is, what is the position of the advocate from the left? So whether it is left or whether it is right, we have both sides. He's third, right? He's exactly in the middle of five people. So here luckily whether it is left or right, even if हम left right का लोचा मारें, इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर तो आंसर हमारा सही आएगा, राइट? लेफ्ट से काउंट करो तो भी थर्ड ही है, राइट से काउंट करो तो भी थर्ड ही है. आई थिंक Aksa, how did you get fourth? Did you understand it now? It is the third position, exactly in the middle, right? From the left, if we start counting, this is the left hand side. So 1, 2, this is the advocate, 3, 4, and 5. So advocate's position is third in this particular arrangement. Okay, very good. Chalo. Arrange this one. Now you have to be a bit careful in the wording of the question, guys. Yes, Hit, that's right. Sakshi, read the question once carefully. Most of you guys, you have to read the question a bit carefully. Okay. So let's see. 5 girls are sitting on a bench to be photographed. Seema is to the left of Rani and to the right of Bindu. Right? Mary is to the right of Rani. Mary is to the right of Rani. And Rita is between Rani and Mary. Rita is between Rani and Mary. So when the girls are sitting like this and facing this direction, this is their arrangement. But this is not what is asked, guys. Most of you have made that mistake. Read the question. It says, as we look at the photograph, how do we see them from left to right? Right? This is the order in which they are seated. But when we look at the photograph, the entire order gets inverse because photograph mein sab ulta dikhta hai. So in the photograph, we will first see Mary from left, then Rita, then Rani, then Seema, and finally Bindu. So the arrangement that we see when we are looking at the photograph will be something like this. I hope everybody got it. You got the arrangement right, but the question does not ask the arrangement from their perspective. The question says, as we look at the photograph, how do we see them from left to right? So in a photograph, remember, when they are sitting and the photo is taken, it comes the other way around. So whatever arrangement we did, first keeping them left to right, now the entire thing has to be flipped. So Mary, Rita, Rani, Seema, and then Bindu. Yes, Rishikesh. That's why I always say, see, entrance examinations like these, the ones which you are going to give, they are not tough exams like JEE for IIT or NEET or CPT. They are not difficult, right? The theory is simple, the questions are simple, but there will be tricks in the question like this, right? You will be able to easily solve it, but you will mark the answer wrong. Why? Not because you got it wrong, but because we did not carefully read the question. So guys, lesson. Always read the question, take a couple of seconds extra, fix it in your mind. Is there something in this question which is not regular, right? जैसे कि seating arrangement में always remember in what, from whose perspective have they asked you to seat them? Are they asking you directly the way the people are seated, or are they asking you from the opposite person's perspective, the speaker's perspective, the viewer's perspective, right? Are they in a photograph? So keeping that in mind, you will be able to answer it correctly. I think everybody got it now. Yes? Please be very careful in just reading the question. You guys will not lose marks because you don't know how to do it. You know exactly how to do the question. The trick is answering it properly the way they have asked. Okay. Try this one. Yes, Heth. Very good. Man, you need to specify left or right. Very good. Most of you are getting it right. Yes. So when you are specifying a position, see, now it doesn't, now you have to be a bit accurate. In the exam, however, fortunately, you will be given multiple choices. You don't have to name the position on your own. You will be given choices. You just have to mark from that, right? So we need not worry much about how to describe this particular position. So it said that A, B, C, D, E sitting on a bench. A is sitting next to B. So A is sitting next to B. Could be either one of these two positions. C is sitting next to D. So again, C could be sitting next to D in any one of these two positions. Now it says D is not sitting with E, who's on the left end of the bench. So now we can place them precisely. D is not sitting with E, who is on the left on the bench. So that who qualifies E. So E is on the left end of the bench, right? C is on the second position from the right. This is the rightmost position. So second position from the right, this is C. Now, remember guys, A and B have to be together. C and D have to be together. If I put D here, right? If I put D here, then AB will get split. That means D has to come in this position. Now it says that A is to the right of B and D, and A and C are sitting together. That means A's position, A and C sitting together here, and B becomes this position. So in which position A is sitting? A is in the middle, A is third from the left, third from the right, A is between B and C, whichever way you want to describe it, right? So this is the final position. Rishikesh, extreme from right, I did not get that. What do you mean? Oh, that's fine. I hope now you understood the question. Now, I hope you got the final arrangement now. Fine. Chalo. Next one. Yes, Raghav. Hey, you might need to just check two positions. Most of them are right. Yeah, most of you are getting two positions in a fix. Guys, once you get the final arrangement, just check all the conditions once again with your against your arrangement. Does your arrangement satisfy all the given conditions? If yes, then it is perfectly right. But if no, you may need to check something. So in such puzzles, it's always easy to confirm your final arrangement by simply checking them against the rules which have been given to you. Okay. So it's given there are 7 cars facing east, right? Now normally north, south, east and west. Facing east means I need to arrange the cars like this. But यहाँ पे I might get a bit confused, right? And I also know that east west के लिए this is left and right. So I'm going to rotate the entire thing. I'm going to arrange them normally so that there's no confusion. So the first clue is the most important one because the wording is a bit confusing. Some people might confuse this. When they say Cadillac is next to right of Fargo, it does not mean Cadillac is immediately near Fargo, right? If this is Fargo, then next to the right. So one something else is to the right and then you have the Cadillac. Guys, in entrance exams, remember this language is a bit confusing. Always remember, whenever they say next to right or next to left, it does not mean immediate right or immediate left. It means there is something which is there in between, right? Okay. Fargo is fourth to the right of Fiat. So Fargo is fourth to the right of Fiat. So first, second, third, Fargo is fourth to the right of Fiat. So this is my arrangement. Now it says Maruti is between Ambassador and Bedford. So Maruti, Ambassador and Bedford, 3 cars have to be together and only these 3 positions are together. So Maruti is between Ambassador and Bedford, but I don't know which one is Ambassador and which one is Bedford. Next it says Fiat, which is third to left of Ambassador. Okay, if this is Ambassador, right, if this is Ambassador, Fiat cannot be third to the left. So if I put Ambassador here, then first to the left, second to the left, Fiat is third to the left. Perfect. Also, Bedford gets easily placed here because Maruti is between Ambassador and Bedford. Now, which is the only car left? The only car left is the Mercedes and the only position left is this one. So my final positioning becomes Fiat, Bedford, Maruti, Ambassador, Fargo, Mercedes and Cadillac. Guys, remember these two things many people got interchanged because of this particular clue. When it says next to right, it does not mean immediate right. It means right, there's something else and next to that is the one which is mentioned. So leave one space whenever the clue says next to right. Yes, Tuti. I'll do that once again. I'll explain it once again now. Chalo. Let's start. Cadillac is next to right of Fargo. So Fargo is placed next to right. So this is right of Fargo. This is next to right of Fargo. So this is the position of Cadillac. Did we get this so far, Stuti? This is just the initial arrangement, right? First clue we have used. Now, Fargo is fourth to the right of Fiat. This is Fargo. So if this is Fiat, this would be first to the right, second to the right, third to the right, fourth to the right. So when I put Fiat here, then 1, 2, 3, Fargo becomes fourth to the right. Did you understand the second clue's placement? Okay. Maruti is between Ambassador and Bedford. So Maruti between Ambassador and Bedford would be something like this. Three of them together, only three spaces here. So Maruti for sure is here. One of them left right में एक Ambassador एक Bedford. Got this one? Okay. Now Fiat is third to the left of Ambassador, right? So if this is Ambassador, this is first to left. If this is Ambassador, this becomes second to left. So when this is Ambassador, then Fiat is fixed third to the left. So Ambassador यहाँ है, तो Bedford यहाँ पे आ गया. Got this one? So the only car which was left was Mercedes. Fit that in the empty slot, and we have our final arrangement of all the cars. Did we get it? Okay, chalo. Moving on to the next one then. Now this is a very interesting puzzle, right? Till now we have been doing the simple ones. Now check this. Slightly complex, but still not that difficult. You should be able to get it under a minute. Sakshi, check it. Sakshi, your first row is violating a condition. Yes, man, that's correct. Very good. Sakshi, again, you need to check. Yes, Jia, you got it. Raghav also got it. Okay. So guys, it's given that there are 7 students, including boys and girls, sitting on 3 benches, right? So let's make the 3 benches 1, 2, and 3. Now it says that at least there are 2 students on each bench and at least 1 girl on each bench. So every row at least has 2 students. It can have more, but it cannot have less. And minimum 1 out of the students sitting on any bench should be a girl. Are we together so far? Right? There are 7. So one of these rows might have an extra, right? Because 2 per row, 6, total 7 है, यानी एक रो में एक extra होगा. And every row must have a girl. Now, it says C, who is a girl student, female, does not sit with A, E, or D. So wherever I put C, I cannot put A, E, D. Vice versa, if A, E, or D are anywhere, C cannot be seated there. Okay? Now, it says F, the boy student, sits with only B. Can I say B is a female? Because if F does not sit with any other person, then at least one person in every row has to be a girl. And if F is a boy and F sits only with B, then B must be a girl. Did everybody understand this logic why B has to be a girl? Yes? Okay. Now, A sits on bench 1 with his best friends. So A is sitting here. I don't know who his best friends are. I definitely know C, F and B नहीं है वहाँ पे, because A C के साथ नहीं बैठ सकता और F B आपस में ही बैठते हैं. ठीक है? So A is on bench 1. I don't know, but it says with his best friends, which also means that A is a male. Now, G sits on bench 3. G sits on bench 3. Right? Now look at the condition. F and B को अभी हमें बिठाना है. F and B अकेले बैठते हैं, उनके साथ तीसरा कोई नहीं बैठता. That means F and B cannot be seated in 1. F and B cannot be seated in 3. क्यों? क्योंकि उनके साथ कोई तीसरा नहीं बैठ सकता. 1 में ऑलरेडी A बैठा है, 3 में ऑलरेडी G बैठा है. So that means F and B can only be seated in the second row. Did you get that? F and B can only be seated in the second row. और उनके साथ तीसरा कोई नहीं बैठ सकता. That means C को 1 में नहीं बिठा सकते क्योंकि A है. C को 2 में नहीं बिठा सकते क्योंकि कोई जगह खाली नहीं है. So automatically C the female sits in the third row. And C cannot sit with A, E, D. So A, E and D have to be sitting in the first row. And it says E is the brother of C. So E is also a male. और तीनों में से 2 मेल है. The third one automatically has to be a female. So except for the gender of G, we have the arrangements A, E and D together on 1 with D as the female. F and B on 2 with B as the female, G and C on 3 with C as the female. The only thing is we do not know the gender of G. Did everybody get this one? I hope there is no confusion. हमने सबको कैसे अरेंज कर दिया. राइट, दिस इज अ वेरी टिपिकल पजल. एग्जाम में इस लेवल के पजल्स आते हैं. आई थिंक दे शुड बी इजी टू सॉल्व. चलो, Okay, so it says there are 7 people sitting in a row facing north. Simple. F is to the immediate right of E. So wherever we have E, F is to the immediate right. And E is fourth to the right of G. So if E is fourth to the right, this is first to the right, second to the right, third to the right, fourth to the right. So E is fourth to the right of G. C is the neighbor of B and D. Now totally there are only 7 people, right? So either I can have one extra person here or one extra person here, right? So if C is the neighbor of B and D, then C has to be between B and D. That means CBD, 3 of them have to be together. So C is between B and D like this, or C is between B and D like this. One of these two is the arrangements of B and D. Now, person who's to the left of D is at one of the end. If I take this is D, then third to the left, first, second, third, it becomes too much. There aren't enough people. So this cannot be D, right? That means the final positions of B and D have also been fixed. So person who's third to the left of D, D, first, second, third, is at one of the ends. So if this is fixed as one of the ends and all the other positions are also fixed, then A has to be here. So what is the final arrangement? G, B, C, D, E, F and A. Guys, here, Rishikesh, now did you get it? And many of us are forgetting A, right? But it helps us that G is at this end. That means the only possible position for A maintaining everything else has to be this end. I hope everybody got this one. Guys, any confusion? Please stop and ask. Don't sit just like that. मन में कोई भी एग्जाम्पल में समझ में ना आ रहा हो, ask me, I'll repeat it. No problems at all. Very good, man. Chalo. Now this is a very, very typical puzzle, right? If you get this one, then your understanding of setting arrangements is excellent. How do we know that G is at the left end? Okay, Priyanshi, that's a good question. See, look at the clues. If E is fourth to the right of G, right? G के right में अगर लोग हैं, तो G तो खुद left hand में ही होगा ना? Priyanshi, look at the clue. It says E is fourth to the right of G. G के right पे लोग हैं. So fix हो गया. So A cannot be in the position of G. Because we also established that the person who's third to the left of D is at one end. Third to the left of D is G. So G is at one end. तो G के आगे A नहीं हो सकता. Those two clues help us establish that G is at the extreme left end. Did you get that? Okay, chalo. Next one. This is one of my favorite puzzles. This, if you get to solve, indicates that your understanding of seating arrangement is clear. Linear seating arrangement is clear if you solve this puzzle. Very good. A lot of you are getting it right. Okay, guys. So there are 5 men and 5 ladies sitting in a line, right? The 5 men A, B, C, D, E, A to E are facing south, while the 5 ladies M to Q are facing north. So the first and most important thing we have to remember is for those who are facing north, the left and right is regular. But if you are facing south, then the left and the right that gets interchanged, right? Okay. Now, B who is to the left of D. So remember guys, A, B, C, D, E के लिए उल्टा होता है सब कुछ. So B who is to the left of D is opposite of Q. So B who is just to the left of D is opposite. So ये who इसके साथ qualify होता है. So it is B who is opposite of Q, right? And हमने B and D को ऐसा क्यों किया है? Because they are facing south, तो left and right उनके लिए उल्टा होता है. ये पहला क्लू समझ में आया सबको? चलो. The next hint says that C and N are diagonally opposite. So when 5 people are sitting opposite to each other, this extreme positions are known as diagonals. No other position will be called a diagonal, right? Extreme ends जो होते हैं उन्हीं को diagonal कहेंगे. तो C and N, अब N नीचे वाले रो में है, so N अगर यहाँ पे है तो C यहाँ पे है, N अगर यहाँ पे है तो C यहाँ पे है. I don't know which one is which, but that is the general arrangement. ठीक है? So as of now, we will not place them. Now, E who is opposite of O is just right of M. E is opposite to O who is right of M. So O who is just right of M. तो M के right पे O है and E is opposite of O. तो E is opposite of O and O is to the right of M. ये नीचे वालों के लिए लेफ्ट राइट रेगुलर है. ये अरेंजमेंट समझ में आ गया? Did you get this part? Okay. Now, P who is just to the left of Q is opposite to D. तो P who is just left of Q is opposite to D. ये automatically यहाँ पे fit हो जाता है. So यहाँ पे we have no worries, right? This is perfectly right. Now it says M is at one end of the line. So if M is at one end of the line, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how they are arranged, right? M के right में already O है. So M has to be on the extreme left. So this also proves that N cannot be on the extreme left, right? That means extreme right का position N का हो गया and उसका diagonal C हो गया. तो बीच में P and Q को यहाँ पे fit करेंगे, D and B को उनके सामने fit करेंगे. The only person left is A. The only position left is this. So my final arrangement becomes CEDBA and they are on the opposite side MOP, Q and N. Did everybody get this arrangement? I hope everybody got this arrangement. Yes? Right. So if you got it right, then excellent. Your concepts of left and right, especially in linear sitting arrangement, is clear. If you did not, don't worry. A little bit more practice and we'll definitely start getting more examples of this type. Okay. Now this again, similar to the previous one. Let's see who gets this one. It's very similar to the previous one. Yes, Shreya, that's right. Sakshi, check all the conditions once. मन एक बार चेक कर लो कंडीशन, वायलेशन नहीं होना चाहिए किसी कंडीशन का. जिया, यू नीड टू चेक इट वंस. मना, यस. Okay. So it says 10 persons, 2 parallel rows, A, B, C, D, E facing south, right? A, B, C, D, E facing south, and P, Q, R, S, T facing north. P, Q, R, S, T facing north. So left, and right. ठीक है. In the given arrangement, each member seated in a row faces another member. ठीक है. S sits third to the left of P. So wherever we have P sitting, let's assume P is sitting here, then first, second, third. S is sitting third to the left of P. And A faces an immediate neighbor of S. So S could have a neighbor here and here. That means either one of the two neighbors of S is facing A. So A could either be in this position or A could be in this position. Now, C sits second to the right of A. Remember guys, for A, right and left are ulta. If I put A in this position, second to the right of A becomes impossible, right? Because this itself is at the extreme right. So this cannot be the position of A. So I fix A here and C sits second to the right of A. Why are they reversed? Because they're facing the ulta direction. Now, only one person sits between B and D. So if I put BD here, then no one can be in between. If I put B and D, these two positions, there are two positions. That means B and D have to occupy these two places, right? I don't know which one, but B and D will occupy these two places. Means the finalist E will come here. Okay? Now, it says Q and T are immediate neighbors. So, Q and T have to be in these two positions. I don't know left, right, but in dono mein Q and T, that means R gets fixed here. Now, T does not face A and B. So, Q and T में अगर मैं T को यहाँ पे डाल दूँ तो A के सामने आ जाएगा violation. So, Q को यहाँ पे डालो, T को यहाँ पे डालो. And it says T does not face A and B. So, T does not face A, T also does not face B. So, B अगर यहाँ पे आ गया, the only position left is D. So my final arrangement becomes CBADE and they're faced by RS, Q, T and P. Did everybody understand the placement of all the 10 people in this particular puzzle? कोई confusion हो तो पूछ लो. Immediate neighbor means इसके एकदम बाजू में, right? See, if this is X, immediate neighbor of X means these two positions, right? So let's say P and Q. So P and Q are the immediate neighbors of X. Immediately just बाजू में, छूके. Do you get that, Priyanshi? Why can't it be ECDAB? You're asking ECDAB. Now remember, these are all facing the ulta direction. So this is their left and this is their right. Check the first condition. Can I say in this position A faces an immediate neighbor of S? S का immediate neighbor are R and Q. Is A facing R or Q? Hit. Is A facing R or Q? सारे कंडीशंस देखो, एक भी कंडीशन मैच हो रहा है इसके अंदर? जो कंडीशंस दिए हैं ई सी डी ए भी अगर मैं लगाऊंगा, उसके सामने आर एस क्यू टी पी अगर लगाऊंगा, आर द कंडीशंस ऑल सेटिस्फाइड? Okay, now Heath, let's try another. Heath is giving me alternate combination. Let's see if it matches my conditions. Okay, Heath says EC, DAB and RS, TQP. You want to check with this condition? You want to check with this condition, Heath? Okay, let's see. S sits third to the left of P, check. A faces an immediate neighbor of S. Again, Heath, immediate neighbor of S is R and T. A is not facing immediate neighbor of S. A इन दोनों positions में से एक में होना चाहिए आपके हिसाब से. Are you getting that, Heath? The condition is being violated. Now, Man is asking, why can't it be B, A, D, E, C and S, Q, T, P, R? ठीक है. S sits third to the left of P, correct. A faces and immediate neighbor of S, correct. C sits second to the right of A. यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो गई ना बच्चा, लेफ्ट राइट में लोचा हो गया. Second to the right of A is this position. Do you get that? Man, लेफ्ट राइट में लोचा है, right? Always see. इसीलिए when I wrote A, B, C, D, E, the first thing I did was I marked left and right, क्योंकि मुझे पता था जब ऑपोजिट नॉर्थ साउथ फेसिंग वाला प्लेसमेंट होगा तो लेफ्ट एंड राइट में हमेशा हम मिस्टेक करेंगे. सो ऑलवेज जब हमें पता चलता है कि दे आर फेसिंग द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन, लेफ्ट राइट क्लियरली मार्क कर दो ताकि प्रॉब्लम ना हो. इज एवरीबडी ऑन द सेम पेज विथ मी? डिड एवरीबडी गेट दिस वन? बढ़िया, चलो. Now, circular arrangements I've already shown you, right? 4 है, 5 है, 6 है, 7 है. They all have to be equidistant. I've also shown that whenever we start placing, always place the first person at the bottom, right? Mark the left side and arrow mark कर दो ताकि किसी भी बंदे का अगर आपको लेफ्ट देखना हो तो all you have to do is follow this arrow, right? लेफ्ट के लिए एरो फॉलो करो, राइट के लिए ऑब्वियसली उल्टा होगा. सो ऑलवेज स्टार्ट बाय प्लेसिंग द फर्स्ट पर्सन एट द बॉटम एंड मार्किंग द लेफ्ट वाला एरो सो दैट यू डू नॉट मेक एनी मिस्टेक्स इन प्लेसिंग देम. इतना ही बेसिक है. बाकी तो बिटवीन वाला क्लू, जैसे हम लीनियर अरेंजमेंट में ए इज बिटवीन बी एंड सी में 2 अरेंजमेंट्स करते थे, वैसे सर्कुलर में भी 2 करेंगे. इज एवरीबडी विथ मी ऑन द थियरी सो फार? Good. Let's try a few basic examples then. First one. Okay, this we have already seen. Just left, right. Chalo. Sakshi, are you sure? No confusion. Multiple answers. That's right. Sakshi, one of them is wrong. Man Meher got it. Very good, Aksa. Sakshi, one of the letters you need to check. Okay. So 6 people sitting in a circular manner, right? So 6 people. D is between F and B. So D could be between F and B like this, or D could be between F and B like this. Both the arrangements we'll need to consider. A is second to the left of D. So this is D, first, second to the left. If this is D, first, second to the left. So A is second to the left of D and second to the right of E. So if A is second to the right of E, from this position, this is first to the right. So from this position, second to the right in both the cases. So the only person left is C in either arrangement. So now take a look. Either we have an arrangement where B is the person who is opposite to A. Alternatively, we have another arrangement where it could be F who is the person opposite to A. So there are two particular answers for this question. There are two possibilities, right? You need to have considered both of them. The answer is who is facing A, either B or F. Did you get this one? Everyone? Sakshi? Very good. Chalo then. Moving on to the next question. Careful guys, this is like the previous one. Some of you are answering it precisely. Chalo. 6 people sitting in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. So Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. But Deepa could also be between Prakash and Pankaj in this manner. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. So Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit, but I don't know Mukesh and Lalit are on which side. Similarly, Preeti between Mukesh and Lalit, I don't know. Now Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. So if this is Prakash, then this becomes Mukesh and this becomes Lalit. But if this is Prakash, then this becomes Mukesh and this becomes Lalit. So there are two possibilities. Second to left of Deepa, if we have to go in the clockwise direction, in one arrangement we can have Mukesh who's second to the left of Deepa, but we also have a secondary arrangement in which it is Lalit who's second to the left of Deepa. So the answer is either Mukesh or Lalit. Either Mukesh or Lalit. Second to the left of Deepa. See, this is Deepa's position. So this is first person to the left. This is second position to the left. Did everybody get it? Raghav. Second position to the left. The immediate position is the first position, right? Okay. Chalo. Moving on. Next one. Yes, man. In that case, you should get it quickly. I think this one was done before. Again, 6 people sitting in a circle. It says Jitu is 2 places to the left of Amar. So Jitu is 2 places to the left of Amar and opposite to Kiran. So Jitu 2 places to the left of Amar and opposite to Kiran. Dhawan and Manjeet are opposite to each other. The only place possible for them to be opposite is this. So Dhawan and Manjeet or Dhawan and Manjeet are opposite to each other. In which case the only place left for Hemant is this. So who is sitting on the left of Jitu? Clockwise we go for left. So left of Jitu in this case is definitely Hemant. So the person sitting to the left of Jitu is definitely Hemant. Think we got this one? Okay. I think this is pretty straightforward. It says 6 army majors are sitting at a circular table. 6 army majors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now Major Bakshi is sitting between Major Kalia and Major Sodhi, and Kalia is sitting left of Bakshi. So if this is Major Bakshi, then this is Major Kalia and this is Major Sodhi. Now Kumar is sitting second to the left of Kalia. So first, second, Kumar is sitting second to the left of Kalia, and Nanda is between Kumar and Sodhi. Nanda is between Kumar and Sodhi, which means the only person remaining, Major Batra, has to be here. So you can say Major Batra is opposite Major Sodhi, or he's between Major Kumar and Major Kalia. Right? Either way is correct. Exam में तो आपको clear description होगा. You just have to mark it. So Major Batra is opposite of Major Sodhi. He's sitting between Major Kumar and Major Kalia. Either way, in any description is right. I hope everybody got this one. The arrangement matters. Yes? Okay. Moving on then. Final arrangement, guys. Just the arrangements, Raghav. Shikesh, just the arrangement isn't necessary. Okay. So PQRSTUVW, 8 people sitting around in a circle facing the center. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 people. P is second to the right of T. So if this is T, P is second to the right of T. Who is a neighbor of R and B? So this who, you have to be careful, is a qualifier for T here. It is T who is the neighbor of R and B. So T is the neighbor of R and B. Could be like this, or T the neighbor of R and V could be like this with P here. So guys, we have already started with two alternative arrangements. Now, S is not the neighbor of P. So whatever happens, this position we cannot have S, that is for sure. V is the neighbor of U. Now, if V is the neighbor of U, V cannot be here because V already has two neighbors here. So that condition gets violated. So this particular thing gets eliminated, that V is the neighbor of U. So we only continue with the inside arrangement, right? So either S is here or S is here, right? Now Q is not between S and W is not between U and S. Now, if I put S in this position, then Q is not between S and W. So Q cannot be here because cannot be between S and W. So Q comes here and W comes here. Alternatively, if I put S in any other position, let us say I can put S here, in which case this becomes W, this becomes Q, and the remaining U, V, T, R, and P, right? So there are two specific arrangements which actually satisfy this condition, right? It could be starting from T in the clockwise fashion, TVU, QS, WPR, or it could be TVU, SW, QPR. Both of them are fine. They will satisfy all the given conditions. So, did you get these two arrangements? These are the two possible arrangements to this particular question satisfying the given conditions. I hope everybody got both the arrangements. Getting just one of them is not enough. You'll have to understand there are two possible outcomes for this particular question. I hope everybody got this one. Yes? Okay. Try this one then. Gia, I hope that is the anti-clockwise arrangement. Okay. So a hexagonal table, other than the shape, really doesn't matter. It's almost like a circle, right? A hexagon, we fairly consider it like a circle. So they're all facing the center. P is second to the left of U. So put U, right? Clockwise direction is left. So first, second. P is second to the left of Q. U. Q is the neighbor of R and S. So Q is the neighbor of R and S, but I don't know which is R and which is S. And T is second to the left of S. Now T is for sure here because R and S have occupied these two positions. So if T is second to the left of S, that means S has to be here, making this the final position for R. So these are the 6 positions for P, Q, R, S, T and U. Hope everybody got this one. Right, wherever you start, clockwise or anti-clockwise, this is the arrangement that you should get. I think most of you did get it. Yes, I think this was relatively simple. Most of us did manage to get this one. Good. Okay. Again, a very interesting one. Are we getting this one, guys? No? Don't worry, Pratyush. We'll get it, we'll get it. Don't worry. Rishikesh will get it. I'll give you a minute, then I'll show you. It's a simple example. You just have to do it step by step. Yes, Aksa, very good. Very good, Aksa. Okay, so let's see this. There are 8 persons, right? And it's a square table. So square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Now, 3 ladies not seated next to each other. So whenever we identify that one of them is a female, immediately the 2 next to them, left and right, we will automatically put as males, because a female cannot be next to a female. Let's start. It says J is between L and F. So I put J between L and F. But remember guys, there's another alternative possible. J can also be between L and F, like this. Just excuse me for a moment guys. Okay, thanks. So J is between L and F. There are 2 possibilities. Now G is between I and F. So this is, if this is F, then G is between I and F. If this is F, then G is between I and F. Are we together so far? Those who are getting confused, are we together so far? Okay. Now H, a lady member, is second to the left of J. If I consider this J, then left is always clockwise. For J, first, second to the left is not empty. So the inner positions are wrong, right? So H, a lady member, second to the left of J. So this is J. So first, second. So H, a lady member, right? So the moment I put a lady member, the 2 neighbors have to be males. Are we together so far? Chalo. Now F, a male, is opposite to E, a lady. Now F is given a male is opposite to the lady E, right? So F opposite is this. So this is E and this is a female. And the moment I know this is a female, the next 2 parties are males, right? So there is a lady member between F and I. Between F and I, G is the lady member. The only person who is remaining is K, and that fits here. So this is our final arrangement of all people and their genders. Did everybody get this one? Rishikesh, I hope now it is simplified. Others also, I hope this is simplified now, right? Step by step, step by step. Guys, remember, these puzzles, if you read all the things together and then try to arrange them, then it will create too much of confusion in your mind. What you should do is read one line, draw it. Read one line, draw it. And always consider multiple possibilities, right? That between wala clue, remember, left, right, right, left. Always 2 possibilities. So once you get that, it is extremely simple to crack puzzles of this sort. Did we get all the puzzles so far? Did we get all the puzzles so far? Okay. So guys, this was quick. I was not expecting, but we managed to solve all these set puzzles for today. So in case there are any doubts, you can hang around. You can ask me questions. In case there are no doubts, then you may exit the session. Have a good day. Stay safe. Right? The assignment, obviously, there are 2 exercises of puzzles in the analytical reasoning book. I hope you can complete both the exercises now. We have pretty much done most of those type of examples. In fact, some of them we have already done as solved examples in the class. So they should be pretty simple. The 2 examples, the 2 exercises of puzzles in the analytical reasoning book, that's your homework. Please do that again. Oh man, coincidence. Yeah. Okay. Somebody wanted an explanation of this one. Let me do this once again for those who want an explanation. Okay. Priyanshi. 8 persons sitting around a square table, right? there are 8 persons sitting around a square table. So we have a square table, 2 on each side. So on every side, there are 2 people sitting. So this way, 4 sides, 8 people. Are we together? Man, I'll answer that once I solve this for Priyanshi, right? Just hold on for a couple of minutes. Priyanshi, did you get this? Okay. Now, 3 ladies not seated next to each other. So whenever I identify that a particular place is female, the immediate left and right I will mark as male. Did you get that? Okay. Now J is between L and F. So J between L and F. I can start anywhere. Always start at the bottom position, right? ताकि left right का लोचा ना हो. So J is between L and F, either like this or like this. Did you understand the 2 arrangements? Okay. G is between I and F. So this is F. Then G is between I and F. G is between I and F. Are we together, Priyanshi? Okay. H, a lady member second to left of J. Now, अगर ये वाला J correct है, then clockwise, first, second to the left, H should be here, but that is not possible, which means the inner circle was wrong. So J के left में first, second. So H, a female second to left of J, and female जहाँ पे होगा उसके दोनों बाजू में males ही होंगे. Did we get that? Okay. Now, F, a male, is opposite to E, a lady. F is a male and is opposite to E. So table में when you are sitting like this, opposite position यही हुआ ना, and it is also given that it is a lady. तो अगर diagonally opposite लेते तो यहाँ पे तो already male set है. So E cannot be here. E, the lady, has to be this position. And the moment I know this is a lady, I know that this is a man. Did you get that? Okay. Now last clue, lady between F and I. So whoever is sitting between F and I is a female. So I've got 1 female, I've got 2 females, I've got all 3 females. The only person left K, उसको यहाँ पे बिठा दो. And this is my final arrangement. Did you get it now? Okay, chalo. All the best. Yes, Man, you had a question regarding IPM? Okay, Man. Now, there are 2 modes. If the exam is a paper and pen mode, right? अगर paper pen exam mode है, तो जो question paper होता है, उसी के अंदर 1-2 blank sides होते हैं and you are expected to do the rough work on them. अगर computer based test है, online test अगर है, they will be providing you rough sheets of paper, right? If it's an online test, then they will provide you a rough sheet of paper at the exam center. You are supposed to do all the rough work on that and you are expected to return the rough paper after the exam. So अगर paper pen test है तो question paper पे ही होगा, computer based test है तो rough paper आपको अलग से दिया जाएगा. I hope that answers your question, Man.